everyone. Dr. Jones here again with another weekly video message. And this week I want to talk to you about helping other people grow. You see, often I talk about us helping ourselves grow and becoming the best versions of ourselves that we possibly can and being as successful as we can. And that's great. But one of the often overlooked pieces of our own success is how much we help others. Spread it around, so to speak. So this week, I want to talk to you about just that piece. Because once we help others, and we come from an idea of abundance rather than scarcity, the idea that helping others elevates everyone around us, including ourselves, rather than everybody can only elevate themselves to a certain point without taking from others. Once we embrace abundance, we find that we really improve ourselves. So I want to ask you a question. Or ask you to ponder a question as you think about how you're helping others. First of all, are you taking the whole person into account? Are you taking into account not who they used to be or what they used to be, not who they want to be or what they want to be, but the idea of who they are right now? And when you do that, are you taking into account what success really looks like for them? You see, often we talk about success. We bring that home and we make that personal and we think about our idea of success without thinking of other people's ideas of success. So it's really important that we do that, because what we need to do is adjust our perspective, take people where they are and work from there if we're going to help them. You see, as teachers, leaders, parents, and yes, even friends, we're in a position where we can help other people grow. And sometimes we look at it as our responsibility, our duty, even our job. But what I would like us to do is consider that it's all of our moral imperatives to help elevate those around us and make everything and everywhere a better place to be. Once we do that, suddenly we find that we locate where we are and we can build excellence from there. As an example, I'm going to start off real quick with a personal story about my son. You see, my son played junior football, and he's a large kid, and so what happened was he got bumped up until at one point he got bumped up into a level where he wasn't with his friend group anymore. He was with students that went to other schools and so forth, and football lost its attraction to him. And so I was curious about that, but nonetheless, he ended up not playing football anymore, and instead he went to wrestling. And I noticed that in wrestling practice, he wouldn't do very well against his friends, to the point I was kind of worried about him, because my idea of success, I was placing that on him. Until I saw him wrestle another kid who he did awesome against, and that was that. When I asked him later what it was about, he said, "Well, Dad, I don't want to hurt my friends." So you see, my idea of success, he was actually achieving, but through a different lens. It was about a friend group for him. And once I realized that, I could better understand where he was and where he needed to go. Which leads me to the 3 ideas for the practical side of this. And that is, 1, we need to understand who's in front of us, like I had said before. The whole person, not the past, not the future, but who's right there. And then we need to take that person, and instead of looking at their negatives or where they fall short, which we all like to do from time to time and fall into that, we need to look at their strengths and where they are and how those strengths can better be utilized to actually focus on those weaknesses. So taken from a place of strength rather than weakness, and then that brings you to a place of positive rather than negative. And third, don't let them stop early. Do the person you're trying to help a favor. You see, the road to success is fraught with struggles and failures. And that's the whole idea. You have to get up from them, because that only benefits you. You do worse and you actually fail for good when you don't get up anymore. So you need to make sure that you help those people push past everything that's in their way, struggle through it, and not quit on themselves too early. So in conclusion, really quick, I just want to leave you with this. It doesn't matter. Students, parents, teachers, leaders, friends, anyone, it's got to be the same message. Seek first to understand the person that you're helping, empathize with them, don't sympathize, capitalize on their strengths, and no excuses. Hey, thanks for taking the time to listen. I really appreciate it. If you like what you heard, if you think it can be helpful to other people or add value to other people, please don't hesitate. Like it, share, even subscribe to get more updates as I do them. I appreciate the time you've taken. Remember, be purposeful, act with integrity, and continue to build your character every day. Have a great evening.